Hey, Dr. Lance Davis here. This video is specifically for South Carolina Aquarium divers, both staff and volunteer. I'm very proud to have the close relationship to the South Carolina Aquarium. Arnold Postel, the dive safety officer, runs a wonderful program and is constantly looking out for the best interest of the divers as well as the aquarium. When I do a dive clearance for a South Carolina Aquarium employee or volunteer diver, I have two responsibilities. The first is to ensure that the diver is safe, that there are no medical problems which would put them at increased risk for having problems underwater, and to work through any problems that exist and try to allow the diver to dive, but dive safely. The second, of course, is to the aquarium to make sure that they're not letting divers who have medical liability dive without those being identified, because that would put the aquarium at risk. It's important for the divers to think about that the aquarium does have an insurance policy which covers you to a certain amount. I'm part of the dive safety board along with Arnold and others, and we came to the decision that if a diver wants to dive in the aquarium only without supplemental dive insurance such as DAN, Divers Alert Network, that's okay as long as they have their own health insurance, and they would take on the financial liability of any other costs that are associated. We strongly recommend supplemental dive insurance to everyone. But if a diver with the South Carolina Aquarium wants to go offshore to a recovery dive or expeditionary dive, then they must have a supplemental Divers Alert Network or equivalent policy because of the slightly increased risk of being offshore, maybe going deeper than in the South Carolina Aquarium. It is possible to get decompression sickness and certainly arterial gas embolism in the deep tank at the South Carolina Aquarium. It's 40 feet, so there is significant nitrogen on-gassing if you're down long enough. And as you remember, arterial gas embolism doesn't care about your dive tables or really the depth. It can happen in 10 to 20 feet of water, so that is a possibility. It is possible, therefore, to have a catastrophic diving problem at the South Carolina Aquarium. So we don't want that to happen. The dive screening process is part of that. Arnold's strict safety standards are another big part of that. The training and CPR and other measures for immediate aid are part of that. And then all of the dive videos that you've been watching to increase your awareness and your advanced planning are part of that as well. And then finally it ends with the hyperbaric medicine unit and or medical or surgical care for problems that might arise. So for you South Carolina Aquarium divers, we certainly appreciate what you do. The South Carolina Aquarium is a great resource in our community. I'm proud to be a part of that, and if I can do anything specifically to help facilitate that for you, please let me know.